Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 10 in my creation kit series. This time we're going to work on a little more clutter work, and we're going to learn how to duplicate items. So I'll see you when I get CK all loaded up. Okay, we got CK all loaded up. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open my test cell. Double click on test cell. That's pretty obvious, should be pretty obvious now. You just double click on it and it comes. Click on your marker so you can rotate, and we're going to work some more on our kitchen and dining area. Well, we got a little bit of food there, but we got to think long term, so maybe we're going to have us some barrels over here. Sounds like a great idea, don't it? Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and do this. Now, in your filter, in your object window, in your filter, type barrel. Just like that. Let that do what it does. And we'll go ahead and click all. And you'll see them come up and they'll say barrel fish, blah, 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 you know. Find one that is barrel food. Go ahead and click that and preview it so you know what it looks like. Should have turned my lights on. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my lights on so I can see, because if you have the lights off, it will not show up good. It's just a regular old barrel. Okay. Now you double click on that and wait for it to come up, and what it is it'll be right here. Okay, just click OK. Now on this, you want to don't rename it. What you want to do is highlight it, right click, duplicate. Alright, and it'll say barrel food duplicate 02. That's fine too. We'll go ahead and click it once, click it again to rename it, and we are going to clear that out, and I'm going to name it 000 food barrel. Just in case I want to have a second kind, I'm going to just make it 01. And this will come up. It'll say create new object. It says create new object. No, we'll rename this object. Do not click yes. Just click no. Another window will come up and it'll say are you sure? Then you click yes. And what you've done is you've copied this barrel, and it just renamed the copy. Alright, take that, slide that over, drop that in right there. You can move it around a little bit if you want. You can either have a couple barrels sitting there with food in them, or you can get all fancy and shit. And I happen to like fancy. Fancy's kind of way I want to do it. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to move it up like that. Then I'm going to hit my W key. So it gives me the gizmo. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the barrel on its side, hit my W key again, zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. I want to go up a little, just a little bit with it. Okay, it's not on the floor. Go ahead, turn off your snap to grid. Right there. And I want to have it right on the floor. That looks good just like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I want to fit it in and see how many I could probably put across. I could probably go ahead and hold my S key and shrink it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now doing that will shrink it, and you'll have to replace it on the floor. Just push your F key. See how it dropped it right to the floor? That's great. And we'll put that right there, just like that. That's just a temporary thing. We're going to go ahead and I think we'll be able to get, let's see, duplicate it. 1, 2. I'm gonna say we'll try 4. Hold your control, select them both, duplicate them. Ooh, 4 is a little bit too many. We're going to have to go ahead and just delete those. So we'll have to do 3 of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that one more time. And we are going to move that down just like that. That looks great. I like that. That looks great. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select them all. Right click, copy. Now we're going to go ahead and open up our warehouse that we made. As soon as it loads up, it takes a second. It'll do that because it'll do that because of the errors that's in the cell. That's not your fault. That's not my fault. That's just the way the game is. There's really not anything you can do about it. And as you can see, because we saved it, we've got all our setups that we did the last video. Now we're gonna go ahead and click on this piece right here and right click and paste, and the 3 barrels will show up right there. Now we probably want to move those around a little bit, and then we want to go ahead and move those up, push them up like that, and then go ahead and hit F, and they'll drop them in just like that. Now go ahead and select just one of them, select 2 of them, and we will duplicate them. Hold your Z key, move them up. And this is a little trickier, but we'll go ahead and we'll move them over like that. You see where I'm going with this? I'm making a little stack of barrels. Right. I'll move them in like that. That looks good. And I'll do it one more time with just 1 barrel. Like that. Now you can make this as big as you want it, or put in as many in as you want. Stacks of barrels. I just think this kind of looks cool. I actually got this idea from the game itself. There's a couple of dungeons there's a couple of places in Skyrim that it does that. We'll go ahead and center it up there so they all... Remember what I said, it's really touchy, so you gotta kind of play with it. There you go, just like that. Got me a nice stack of barrels. I'll go like that, click in the void, then I'll click on my floor and I'll hit delete. Now I got me a stack of barrels right there. Hold left click, slide over, slide down, select them all, copy. Alright, now we'll go back to our house. Go up here, and what I'll do is I'll click on all 3 of these and I'll push delete. Those delete that. Alright, now I'll go ahead and I'll right click and paste. Go ahead, spin those around, use my Z key, move them up, and I'll go ahead and I'll fit them right in there. Use my Z key, just like that, and we got us a stack of barrels there. Stack of food barrels. Now, what we're gonna do is we got in our object window, we got this right here. Now if we click on anything else, say this, furniture, and if we go back to all, it'll load up everything. But here's what we'll do. In our window here, we're just going to type 000. It'll give you that. But go ahead and click on all. Let it load. It takes a second. Yeah, it does. It takes a second. Because it's loading every object in the game basically, so it takes a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and pause and wait for it. Okay, we got it all up here. Now we'll go. It's here. We want to go ahead and click on all, and it'll take a second. It should do it. It moves up on me. I'm gonna have to wait because my pause key for my video recorder is the page up button, and if I push the page up button, it pages up in the list. So I just gotta wait. Don't mess with it. It's not doing anything it's not supposed to. It's supposed to do this. Takes a little while. It's a lot of stuff. Now if you see right here is our food barrel. We're going to go ahead and we're going to open that up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to push delete because I don't want that in there. Now I'm going to make sure the respawns box is checked here, and I'm going to slide that over here, and then I'm going to, in the object window, I'm going to type food just like before. Okay, now let's see what we want to put in our thing here. You milk drinker, we're going to put some milk in there. You just highlight it and drop it in this box. Okay, we got some, let's see, we'll go ahead and put some mud crab legs in there, and let's put some, let's see, flour. We gotta have some flour, gotta have some butter. Slide down here so we can see what else we got. I don't like using the dark elf stuff from Solstheim. It's just not. You could put spiced beef in there, but what I like to do, okay, we want some apples. Now this, you want to look at these apples. Preview. This is the red one. We got the regular one's red, that one's the green. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some apples in there, and I'm going to put some beef in there, not the cooked beef, just the beef. And we'll go down here and look, maybe some cabbage and some carrots. See how I'm dropping them in? They keep coming up there. Oh yeah. Gotta have some chicken, because everybody likes chicken. If you dig the dog meat, you could put that in there too. You know, basically whatever. We're gonna put some goat meat in there, because that's good hearty food. We're gonna go ahead and put some horker meat in there. That's good stuff too. Some leeks, and you could put some mammoth meat in there if you want. Let's do some of that. Right. Some potatoes, and we'll keep going down here and see what else we got. Well, we got to have some sweet rolls. Gotta have some tomatoes. Of course, venison. Gotta have venison. And we'll slide down here. You can, if you want to just mix it up, you can go ahead and hit the leveled item. Put a leveled item in there, and that's a random thing. All right. You got all that stuff, and most of it's raw, so you're going to need some salt, because you always need salt piles. So type in salt. You'll see it come up fire salts, frost salts, salt pile right there. We'll go ahead and put that in there. We got butter, we got salt, we got flour, and here's how we're going to do this. Click on that, and then it'll say salt pile, and it'll say count. Let's go ahead and put 50, and then click back in the box. You see that it changed to 50, and just because, I'm going to put 50 venison. I'm going to, just this time, you put as much or as little as you want. I'm just going to put 50 of everything. 50. See where I'm going with this? Everything's going to be 50. Now here's the nice thing about it. We got some horse meat. I didn't realize I grabbed that. Horse meat will work though. Horse haunch. I mean, I'd eat horse. I've ate horse before. Horse isn't bad eating. It's alright. I know there might be some people that say, but it's a horse. Hey, when you're hungry, you eat anything. Ask those people in Venezuela. They know what you're talking about, man. You guys haven't heard. Venezuela's going to shit in a handbasket. Love that love that communist rule. Okay, we're getting off track there. We'll go ahead. Now the milk. I'm not much of a milk drinker, so I'm just gonna put 20. No, I better put 50 because I think you have to have the milk as cooking supplies. So we have all that there. We got it marked here, and we're gonna name it. In the name, we're gonna type food barrel. Just food barrel. And we'll push OK. And we'll go ahead and say turn the lights out, save our mod. Just like that. Turn the lights back on. Now you can take, if you want, now what's going to happen is because you set the base object for push the zeros. What happens is since you set the base object, one of those object in the object window, all of those barrels now will have everything you put in that first barrel that you added in the object in the edit window from the thing there. All of these barrels will have all that stuff. So that's a lot of food in that stack of 6 barrels. If you're using mods like I need, that could be a good thing, you know, because you end up having to eat a lot. But if you've got it set to where food spoils quick, well, might not be a good idea. You might want to go have less in there, so if you get any spoilage. Now you can see this food barrel here. That's everything that's in that food barrel is in every single one of these barrels right here. Now if you wanna make a different kind of barrel for food barrels, all you got to do is duplicate it and then switch the 01 to 02 and then change what's in it. Just like you did before, you can delete stuff out. You can go ahead and we'll open that up. You can delete anything out of here and then change it. You hit this drop down menu. You can whatever you've like the apples. Say we don't want apples. We want to have, I don't know, honey. Sure, why not honey? Now it's 50 honey. Hit OK. While you're at it, since I did that, I'm going to go ahead and click on that, shut off my lights, and save. You end up you try to save a lot when you're doing your mod, but remember to shut off the lights. Okay, we got a lot of food right there. That ought to be enough for right there. And now we're gonna think about, oh, let's see. You know, you can add more food barrels. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take, just because I'm gonna duplicate those. I'm gonna move them all over here, the duplicates. Now I have 2 sets of food barrels. I have more food than I know what to do with. Excellent. Alright, I've got me an oven and I've got that. Now what I can do is, because I've put these food barrels in here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select each one of these food barrels. So I got them all selected. I'm going to click on my nav mesh button and I'm going to hit the thing just because. But you can see that there's no nav mesh. It won't cut them out because there's no nav mesh underneath those. But it's good to check. Go ahead after you do the cut, hit your finalize current cells nav meshes. And it'll say finalize complete. like that, like that. And we'll go ahead, shut the lights off. Now we got us a bunch of food. Now you can add different things, like say I want to. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. I got all that butter and that milk. Well, I need a butter churn. Butter, and it should come up. Crafting butter churn right there. That's an activator. That means you can use it. We'll go ahead and edit it. Make sure it's like that. If you want to, what's going to happen is is that you see this now. If you change anything in that, we'll go ahead and we'll duplicate it, and we'll rename it. Don't forget to start it with zeros. And we're going to make that just 0. Oops. 0, 1. Now remember, create new object. No will rename. No. And then yes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to turn my lights back on so I see what I'm doing here. Click off into the void there. So, you know, I got all that right there. Well, I'm going to take that duplicate butter churn I made, and I'm going to stick that bad boy right there. Just like that. Don't worry about it if it's the light markers on it. It's not really that big of a deal. But that's an activator. Now you see this other one here. Let's go ahead and look at that preview. That's also a butter churn. Right? We'll click on it, take a look at what it says. Harvest sound, ingredients, and it'll say that's actually the one you want. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move that one in there, see if it'll. See, it went way up there. I'm going to delete that. See, now that activator, that's probably the activator one's probably not going to work. That one I assume is going to work. If you want to check it, just go ahead and hit edit base, and it'll come up. Now there's really not anything you can do. You can decide whatever there. And I actually think that will work. That will be a working butter churn. I'm not sure that this one will, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that. Now the one I duplicated, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete it. It's going to say delete object. That is a duplicate, so it won't make the mod dirty. We'll go ahead and do that, and it'll still show it. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it, because the next time after you save, turn your lights off, save, turn your lights back on. I know it's still there, but the next time you load your mod, that duplicate butter churn you made will not be there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that right there. Now that should work. We'll have Bubba test that out a little bit. I'll move that up a little bit, just like that. Okay, we got us a butter churn. We got us a cooking area here with a nice cutting board we made. An oven. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we need us a little, I don't know, maybe a little lounge area over here, just because it's a dining room. Just because okay, this will work. Check this out. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and we are going to type chair. And it'll give you this right here. On the wooden chair, preview, there's that. It's just kind of a regular old wooden chair. Alright, we're going to increase our thing here. So let's go ahead and churn that around. And the reason I'm turning it around for a reason, because if you click on the nav mesh, right, it's on the nav mesh. Remember, you got to have the blue things there for it to do that. Now we're going to duplicate that. Click on that, move that over. I'll go ahead and stick that one right there. And then I'm going to select the other one and I'm going to move them both back. So now I got room for 6 people to sit down. Alright, now that I have them both selected, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on my nav mesh, and then I'm going to cut the selections. Alright, I'm not going to finalize yet because I see a problem here. Do you see it? I see it. There's one of those blue things that's not on the nav mesh. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back up. I'm going to click off the vertices so it doesn't give me any trouble. I'm going to click on that one, click on that one, and we'll go ahead and click on that one. And then push A. Alright, cool. And just because we got that right there, and I think maybe what we'll do is we'll move it up a little bit just to be certain. Notice I still got those 2 green ones, and I'm going to go ahead and right click and add in another one. Now it's all on, but if you look over at this one, it's all fine. The marker is over top of the nav mesh. Now our characters will go ahead and try to go ahead and sit down there. Now what we can do is we'll go ahead and click on that. You can do the same thing you did to clear. You don't really need this nav mesh here. Be careful, because see how this line comes up like this? You don't want to click. I'm clicking on all these. I don't want to click that one because it'll delete that. Go ahead and hit delete, and it just up like that. That works out. That just cleans up my nav mesh. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this one because, yeah, and that and that and that. And I'll go ahead and hit delete, and that cleans up the nav mesh right there. Nice little nav mesh. Alright, don't forget to hit your finalize cell. Good. Excellent. Beautiful. Click on the thing, turn your lights off, and save your mod. Alright, and then that's how you clutter up. Go ahead and start cluttering your room and decide all the things that you want in here. You know, maybe you might want something else, whatever. I'm going to do a little bit of clutter in here and figure out some other things and kind of pretty it up a little bit. We'll see what happens with it. And we'll go ahead and the next room we start on will be our crafting room. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.